Starts literally from the dawn of time of sons destroying their fathers in order to take prominence.
But Zeus vows that this time will be different, and he takes a drastic step to make sure of it. He swallows his wife, alive. Once again, family love falls prey to power. Its history repeated. But this horrifying act will make Zeus stronger and wiser.
By swallowing her, Zeus internalizes Metis, or cunning and prudence, all at once. She becomes a part of Zeus. In a sense, she's probably imprisoned in his stomach, but he also takes on these greater qualities of intellectual ability.
This to us seems a little strange, but it's important to remember that for the Greeks, one of the places that some Greeks thought that they carried their wisdom and their ideas was actually in their stomach. So when Zeus swallows Metis, he actually takes her into the part of himself where really a lot of his best thinking was done.
With Metis gone, Zeus is in need of a new wife. And like his father before him, he finds one in his own family. His sister and fellow Olympian, Hera. She's not like Zeus's earlier conquests. She's mythology's most powerful goddess. The king of the gods has met his match.
Between Zeus and Hera, we actually see a relationship which is between two people who are on some level equals. So some of the conflicts between Zeus and Hera, I think we can see as the Greeks culturally working out, wow, what would it look like if you actually had two people with equal power within a relationship?
She's the queen of the goddesses, and she has wonderful beauty, she's supremely intelligent, she's mighty, but she's also exceedingly jealous because Zeus is always running after other women.
The king of the gods continues to step out with an endless string of sexual partners. He conceives well over 100 offspring with a host of lovers, both divine and mortal.
If I'm not mistaken, Zeus never has an encounter with a woman that does not produce a child. So in that sense, it's extreme virility, it's extreme power.
Zeus's ability to sleep with anybody matches a kind of fantasy of what ancient Greek males would hope or desire their lives to be. Men fantasized about such things, and they thought if there was an all-powerful God out there, well, he would surely act on those fantasies.
Zeus's promiscuity provided a perfect way for Greeks to connect themselves to him. Every corner of the Greek world boasted of having its own hometown love child.
As Zeus's fame and power grow across ancient Greece, more and more cities and towns want to be associated with him. And they therefore claim that there was some kind of actual liaison between Zeus and some mortal woman within their family tree that then produces the offspring that produces the local ruling families.
Evidence of this connection can still be found in cities throughout the Greek world. Athens, Thebes, Magnesia, Macedonia. All are named after children of Zeus. But there is one individual who isn't happy about Zeus's abundant fertility. In the myth, his wife Hera has had enough. She vows to make the king of the gods pay dearly for his chronic philandering.
She doesn't like to be humiliated in front of the other gods, so she will take it out on her husband.
Hera gathers the other Olympians together and lays the groundwork for a revolution.
Hera actually goes to her fellow Olympian gods and says, why is Zeus in charge? He's no more important or powerful than the rest of us. If we all get together, we can kick him out. So in fact, they rise up and they bind Zeus with chains.
Zeus awakes from a nap to find himself tied down, a prisoner in his own bed. It is the ultimate betrayal, a conspiracy carried out by the siblings he once saved.
The god revolt was the greatest threat that Zeus ever faced. There was never any sense that mortals could challenge his power, but the combined power of all of the Olympian gods really could have defeated him.
This was indeed one of the most horrifying moments in Zeus's career. He was actually about to lose everything.
But just when all seems lost, help comes in the form of an old ally. The 100-handers. When they hear Zeus is in trouble, they come to his rescue, breaking his chains as the Olympians run for cover. Zeus survives the coup attempt. Now it's time to exact his revenge. His wife Hera is sentenced to hang from the sky by golden chains. His son Apollo and brother Poseidon are condemned to hard labor. They are ordered to build one of the ancient world's most iconic monuments, the massive walls of Troy. It's another example of myth explaining the unexplainable. To the ancient Greeks, the walls of Troy seemed too strong to have been built by man, so Zeus's punishment of Apollo and Poseidon helped explain their existence. Their ruins survive to this day.
In antiquity, people thought it actually had been built by the gods or some kind of divine intervention on behalf of the Trojans.
In the myth, Zeus has dealt justice to those who crossed him. But it will be human beings who bear the brunt of his wrath. That wrath will arrive in the form of a massive flood, one that may even be linked to the biblical story of Noah. Greece's most powerful god has survived a coup attempt. He dealt swift justice to the conspirators, but he's not through yet. Now mankind will experience the full measure of his rage. In ancient times, fear of Zeus's punishment kept a lot of Greeks out of trouble.
When people did something wrong, they would have to be very, very careful that Zeus did not smite them with a thunderbolt. There are many, many examples in Greek history of Zeus destroying entire cities and civilizations because he felt that they had overreached themselves, that they had blasphemed the gods, that they had become too proud to be allowed to live any longer.
The Greek author Hesiod wrote that without the fear of Zeus's wrath, humans would live like beasts, and the weak would be in the hands of the strong.
Zeus is the order bringer. Zeus is the bringer of justice and the bringer of civilization.
When natural catastrophes occurred in the real world, the Greeks believed that they were sent by Zeus to punish evil men. Often stories were invented to explain what had made the supreme god so angry. According to the myth, Zeus's most frightening moment of wrath comes after he sees humans engaging in cannibalism.
Cannibalism was as important as it was in ancient Greek religion because they considered it to be so heinous. In fact, identification of eating human flesh is something that you would attribute to wolves or to dogs, but hardly to human beings.
Zeus is no stranger to cannibalism. His own father Cronus once swallowed all of Zeus's siblings. When he is confronted with a